Hello, hello. Hope you all are doing well. Welcome back. Welcome. Well, yeah, as usual, I thank you all for coming. Allow me to do this reading. I sometimes say that this in, sometimes say in the middle. And I always say in the beginning. But thank you so much for coming in. And as usual, we're just gonna get into it because why wait? Why wait? I was drawn to the I Ching deck. We haven't done that in a while. And I've been slipping on doing that daily, and some of y'all like slipping, girl. You just ain't doing it. Yeah, you got me. You got me. But I do want to start with that, so that way we're able to go ahead and get that situated. See what's going on. What's our proverb for the day? This is just gonna be a daily reading, a daily check-in. See what's going on with you mentally, physically, spiritually, all that. And this is just a check-in with you today, but it doesn't have to always resonate with the day. But we got 46. All right, we got 46. So we're gonna go ahead and pull that out and see what that means. For you, we have pushing forward. Okay, it says above earth, below wind, wind beneath the earth, energetic growth pushes upward. It says wind in this context symbolizes the life force of vegetation as it germinates, grows, pushes through the surface of the earth, and unfurls toward the heavens. All the conditions are favorable for rapid growth. Any perceived obstacles are easily moved aside, for the power of expansion overcomes all obstructions now. Supreme success. Okay, so again, this is like pretty much the wind beneath my wings is almost, I'm hearing like it's the wind beneath my wings, but this is letting you know that it's pushing it forward. And it might sound crazy like the wind beneath the earth, but like I said, it's giving context to something that is going towards something more, right? Earth going towards heaven. What does that mean? How does that work? Do those two even connect? And it's a sense of, yes, they do. You just have to continuously push upward, continuously using your breath, your life, your action, who you are to nourish your ground, to push yourself forward, to realize that you can make changes. Things need to be progressed over here, whatever it may be, however it lands, right? But again, it's rapid growth. It's favorable, all the conditions, which means you're currently in an environment, a mindset, whatever, where you're like, I'm taking the chances to do what I need to do. I'm actually putting in the work. I'm putting in the time. I'm putting in the energy. I'm putting in the dedication, right? For that. I'm putting in the thought. My thoughts now are positive. Whatever it is a sense of recognizing, this is a little bit different. I'm hearing this is a little uncomfortable. This is a little odd for me, and that's because the wind is beneath the earth, pushing up the ground. And wind typically it ceases once it meets, but this is letting you know that this is something divine. This is something that is meant to be. This is something that, again, is at no obstacle. Supreme success. This is for your expansion, and expansion comes with thinking of things that you feel like may not be possible, may not be real, but they're right in front of you. They're present. They're there. So with this information to take it in, it's this realization of, it's almost like believe in what you feel like is impossible, because it is, because you're doing it, right? You ever, what was it? You remember when like the flipping the bottle, I'm seeing like when you were flip the bottle challenge, when it first came out, and everybody's like, only a very select few can do it. And some people's like, it's how much water you put in it. Other people's like, it's the table that you do it on, right? But it's like, it's like, it was at one point seen as impossible. People found their own ways of doing it and how it's setting up. And now other people can do it, obviously, but it's like this something, even as widespread as that, may seem impossible, but it is. And it's something that I'm hearing may seem silly as that as well, which is why they made me reference it, because it's like, it's fine, it's silly, it won't work, it's this and that, but it's pulling into that. It's pulling into that realization that if I'm creating something, why can't I create it for me? Make it work out for me. Have a certain amount of water in my bottle for me, because that's, I'm a little strong, I'm a little heavy-handed, so maybe I need less water. I don't, I need more water. Things of that sort. So even taking that in is a realization that you have the fertile ground, which means you have the fertile environment, the fertile mindset, the whatever it is. I'm hearing, which is funny because that's been following me in no regard. But it's the sense of like you are pregnant with an idea, with a purpose in yourself. So recognizing that and feeling that and moving that into you, it allows you to progress upward to heaven, to something that may seem, again, abnormal out there, but it isn't. It's perfect for you. It's what you've been working on. Like I said, it's been germinating. And with germinating, that's the beginning stages of the seed almost, right? Where you're like, okay, let's add the water. Everybody did the napkin or the cup challenge when they were, not cup challenge, but the cup assignment when they were in elementary, and then you could take it home, and for some reason it doesn't survive, but you're a kid and you weren't really watching it. Some of you probably were, like I was. But that's like when you put it on the napkin, it's growing now after a week. And that's, germinating. It's above ground essentially, but it is still earth, and it's pushing up, right, towards something. You're able to still build it off that napkin. It doesn't have to be buried, right? And so that's also why it may feel uncomfortable. It's like, typically when I'm going through a process, I have to do this, I have to be solitude, I have to do this, but it's like I have to be buried. And it's like at this moment, you're trying something different, something a little bit more lighter, like the air with that wind and earth. And that's how you're able to create that. So let's go ahead and get a little bit of a deeper understanding, a deeper meaning of what that can mean in your life, right? In what regards are you gathering that? Okay. Well, look at that. We got power and protection. Power and protection, right? And it's in that sense of, again, your power is growing. Your protection is up. Like I said, it's the perfect environment. It's ready to do what it needs to do. It just needs your words. It just needs your power, essentially, that you are protected. So just taking that in and realizing that you're good. You're good. Let's see, this card came out. Look at that. Nature spirits. Okay, nature spirits, that's number 39. So again, it's taking in, being out in nature, connecting with nature, realizing how expansive nature is. It's not limited to doing one thing, being in one area, whatever. It is so vibrant that it has spirit in it. It has energy in it, right? And that's also what the I Ching was talking about, the energy of it, right? And taking it all in. And it's talking about wind and earth, which is nature, the fertilization of that. So when you're tapping into your nature spirits, you're nurturing yourself, you're caring about yourself, you're realizing what you may need to heal, because again, this is the perfect ground, this is the perfect moment, this is the perfect opportunity. It's also the perfect time to take a look into, if I'm creating something, what can I fix? What can I rebuild? What do I need to keep and take away for that to continue to grow in the way that it needs to? Because it's already in the right direction. So I also shouldn't be doubting myself. So with this nature spirit and this green energy is letting you know it's the heart chakra. It's coming in. It's that information of just opening that expansion for that as well. Because that opens your possibilities of what you're worthy of what you're capable of doing. I'll say, what did I say? It's that destined. This is your purpose, karmic path. So this is, again, something that is meant to happen for you. Something that is meant to bring you prosperity and grace. I'm so sorry. I think the ones with the rings around it, if I'm not mistaken, is Saturn. So some of you can be going through your Saturn return. I always the jack of rings around the earth. Playing with rings. Yes, I am. And don't act like you don't do it too with simple stuff. There we go. Yep, Saturn. I was right, All right. Sometimes just shaking yourself helps. But yeah, some of you may be going through your Saturn return. I'm hearing that happens a lot. Where you're like, it's something, like I said, sometimes you do with something simple too, but it's like almost it's like I'm feeling a hesitation with it. It's like, okay, let me check this, because it is, like I said, it's something new. It's a little bit different than how you're possibly used to having that expansion, having that growth, having new beginnings. It's in a completely different new way, and you're just like, huh. And like I said, some of you could be going through your Saturn return, or your Saturn return is coming up, or your Saturn return is ended. Depends on your birth chart, honestly, because some people have their Saturn return at 26, some have it at 29, some have it at 27, 28. So it's usually within the 26, 29 realm, within those time frames until you hit your 30s, and then they hit you again when you're like 35. with this typically within that time frame. So you could be going in it, you could be in between it. But again, this is something that this is your life path. This is your journey. Like I said, this is something that you are cultivating, something that you are putting action in. So it's we're just saying, if you're creating it and you're building it and you're working through it and everything is working, why can you not realize how expensive it's going to be? Right? And part of you feel like, I got this. And then a part is like, maybe not. But then again, it's just that simple of taking it in. Oh my goodness, I cannot. It's that new life. It's that new energy, right? It's that feminine and masculine energy coming together to create something. That is what nature is as well. It's both. It's what it needs at that moment in time. If a fish, the woman fish dies, somebody will turn into a male. If the male fish dies, it'll turn into a female. It's the sense of, what does nature need at this moment in time? What am I needing at this moment in time? So that way I can continue on my path, continue on my purpose, do what I need to do, because either way, a new life is coming, a new opportunity, right? And also with karmic path and this Ankh coming in, it can give something about past lives as well, tapping into something that's a little bit more internally deep. Maybe you need to go inward. What is happening inward? What's going on? So that way, when I'm balanced inward, which is why I wanted to do this check-in on shit, balancing inward, it allows me to recognize what may not be working for me outwardly, right? Because I'm the one that has to function in the outward world. But if I'm unbalanced, how the hell am I going to function in a balanced or unbalanced outside world, right? Because it's me at the end of the day making those actions. So that's what you have to think. If it's a new life, yet I'm on a karmic path, maybe tapping into past life, or just talking to your ancestors, I'm hearing, and some of you just family members, just getting a little bit more information in history. Sorry, my mouth got dry. I got dry all of a sudden. I don't know what that's in reference to. Maybe that's also why they gave me the water reference. Maybe you're not nourishing yourself enough and hydrating yourself enough, getting enough actual water. Because when you don't have enough actual water, you get brain fog, you get irritated, you get lethargic, your muscles get sore and tender. It throws off a whole lot of shit because you're not nourishing everything to continuously be lubricated. So once it is lubricating, you're taking it there and you're realizing that maybe you do need to drink water, and that water doesn't always necessarily have to be physical. It can be, maybe you have been neglecting your studies spiritually. Maybe you have been neglecting yourself, moving your body, exercising. Maybe you have been neglecting going to the therapist or talking to somebody, whatever it is. But it's this sense of like, you're feeling like, I don't need that. And that can also possibly lead to the uncomfortability. If you have the fertile ground, like I said, that healing and that fertile ground for change, for new creations, what you do, and that's what it's saying with this nature spirits and the new life, is that you can have it. Like, you can have it. And you can even see, like, the number went from 46 to 39 to 8 to 4. So it's a sense of, like, even, like, it's this elevation of, like I said, it's literally, the I Ching described it almost like a pregnancy, like conceiving something, creating something. And you do need both of those energies to create that, that male and female, right? Whether you're man and man, woman, doesn't even matter. Yeah, it's the energy of it all, baby. Okay, don't get too caught up in that when you can't get too caught up in this, okay? Moving forward. With that new life and that understanding, it's that realization of, okay, what steps am I taking for that now? What am I doing for that now? You do need to move. You know what's so funny is when I got this deck that we're currently using, a card came damaged. One card came damaged. I did get my money back for it because if I'm paying out of one, but I did take it as a sign. The only card that came damaged was safe travel. Isn't that hilarious? That's hilarious to me. The only card damaged was the safe travel card, right? And I took that as a message when I first got the deck, is like, when you question what path you should be taking because you feel like there's so many decisions, so many choices to make, and you add so much confliction, doubt, fear, worry. Is it going to get here? This doesn't come yet. You're tracking the number. Where's the back? All these things, you're just adding this anxiety or worry or fear of just like, it's going to come. It'll be fine. It'll be good. you know. But that's how I took it. It's like, it's this means of like, where am I going? Am I doing this? Am I making the right decision? And that's, again, they're giving you that green, which is also nature, you know. It's also that expansive energy. If I remember correctly, yellow and green, depending on what you practice, is also air energy and earth energy. Like I said, depending on what you practice. So taking that in as this means of coming together. They keep saying, come together with more than one element. Come together with more than one way of doing and being. I'm hearing, yes, you can multitask. You are not going to be drained. You can do more than one thing at once. It is you. It is worth it, is what the try. It is worth it. It is worth it, right? To do all those things at once. So with this safe travel coming in, don't be hesitant. Don't be scared to make those choices, make those decisions. If you need to move, make that move. If you need to stay, right? And allow yourself to just allow your energy to flow. It's going to have the safe travel. It's not just the physical body with this card. Again, it's the spiritual, it's the mental. You have the right of way. As they would say when you're driving, they got the right of way. The passenger has the right of way. The pedestrian has the right of way. That's what I'm hearing. It's like, no matter where you go, no matter where you walk, you will be safe. You will always have the right of way. You will always be going on the right path because you're the life that you're creating. And you're making sure that it's new and making sure that it's fresh. So no matter how may it look on the outside, right, it looks like a damage. The card is damaged. It looks like it's damaged. But the card still holds so much power that you will have safe travels. You are protected. And like I said, it may be obstacles, but you can get over those obstacles. That's what it's the I Ching saying. You can get over those obstacles. They're nothing to you. Supreme success. Not mediocre, not settling success, not success. All right. It's supreme. It's superior, right? You feel like, this feels out of this world. Right? Something that is new but familiar. Okay? So taking that innocent understanding of, you have the right to do what you need to do. You have the right way. You have the action. Nobody's stopping you at this moment in time but you. And again, like I said, this is fertile ground. This is perfect. So this is you looking for an answer, like, should I do this? I don't know. This is it. Don't be sitting in the middle of the road and hope you don't get it. Move around. Go where you need to go. You will be safe. You'll be protected. Nature is there to guide you and lead you. Okay? Let's go ahead and take a... See. I did pull it. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's see what we got for you. I want to go ahead and... a little bit more information on safe travels, Spirit. We all heard that, right? I'm not tripping. Ashe. We got South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. And you know what's so funny is, side note, but part of it, when I ask those questions, it's so funny because it's like, y'all can't answer me right away, so what am I going to do? But anyways, we got don't let your past hold you back, South Node, right? And like I said, when this card came out, it could be something dealing with your past life. Either way, it's a karmic path, past decisions, past choices, allowing yourself to realize that you can make them, right? Not doubting yourself, not worrying, not having that fear. Taking all that in. So with the further explanation of, say, travels, don't let your past hold you back. This didn't work last time. When I did this, it didn't work out. And it's like something, like I said, to stop you from making that action, from making those movements, from creating that new life. You have both energies, all the power. And even before I shuffled, as you seen, I split the deck, protection and power. You have protection to use your power, to create your life, to continuously walk where you are destined. So South Node energy, whatever that is for you, which is about your past, your karmic past, your past lives, your previous existence of energy, right? Because energy can't be destroyed, only transmuted, transferred, things of that sort. It can be low, it can be high, but it's still there. But also energy can be created, right? Because once you create new life, that's creating a brand new energy on this earth of accumulating new things. I never thought of that. That's a whole new idea. So, taking that in and put up the wrong deck, let's go ahead and get a little bit of further understanding for don't let your past hold you back. Which is also, oh, never mind, that's my soft node, not yours, sorry. The first sentence, I kid you not, it says the south node, like the north node, is a karmic point. And you literally got karmic path. So don't let it hold you back, because whatever's happened needed to happen, okay? It says, but it's the opposite to the north node and relates to the past, perhaps even past lives. Whatever you're going through, whatever you're asking about, there's a chance that age-old programming and conditioning is stopping you from achieving all that you might. Do you feel stuck in something? Okay? It's a sign of the situation or relationship you're asking about has somehow become suffocating, even toxic. Okay? It suggests that someone, you even, needs to be released, that there's some kind of addiction going on or an unhealthy attachment that needs to be sorted out. One thing is for sure, when you get this card, you're being challenged to make some changes, even if staying where you are feels easier and safer, right? Like I said, you have to move. You gotta move, right? Even if, like I said, even if you're staying there, allowing your spirit and your energy to move. But they letting you know right now that you're suffocating. And like I said, you're not hydrating yourself. If you're suffocating, you're not getting enough air. And the card that you got, the I Ching, was wind and earth. Earth is your environment where you're living, your shelter, your creation, things of that sort. Wind is that life, that breath. So if you feel like you don't have that life, that breath, how are you going to, So taking that in, realizing like you can move. And again, this is clarification for safe travels. You need to move. They're telling you that this is killing you. It's toxic. Even if we think about the bombs that the U.S. dropped on Hiroshima, all those things, and it became toxic to them because they were inhaling that, the earth that they lived on. The U.S. is always in some goddamn business. But moving forward, moving on, it's a means of recognizing it's unhealthy. It's an attachment to something that's familiar. Like I said, this new life may feel familiar, but it's a new creation. Like I said, with this foundation that you have, it's healing as well. You can work on that. Why can you not create something new, different, vibrant, something that works for you? Especially if in the end you're going to have supreme success. Why not be successful with some shit that you want? So a life that you want to live, the earthen foundation that you want to have, right? So the emotional affirmation to attune with the moon is I release the past, right? I release the past. It's for reflection, not living in. It says additional meanings are relation is karmic. And I hate this thing. We're leaving it in too. Look, that was Spirit, I'm guessing, giving the thumbs up. It says a relationship is karmic and has played out across many lifetimes. Like I said, it's the end of your cycle. It's like it's playing out itself. The numbers went down. And then as soon as the say travels came up, it was the 30. And that was like right after I said 29 is the end of your Saturn returning. You got the karmic path for that. So we're looking at say travels as being the number 30, saying whether you're going through your Saturn turn about to or you just got out of it. Either way, you're safe to move. This may be something that you have experienced before. We're letting you know you have the means and the tools and the power to fix it, to work through it. Go into nature, create them little protection bags if you need to keep something physical, to feel like, okay, I got this, I can do this. This is for me, right? So taking that in and realizing that you're let go of the past, that a karmic relationship has played out. It's over. This is time for a new life, which means I'm no longer coming into this relationship that's suffocating. It's powerful. It says your attraction to someone may be version only obsessive. Should I do this? No, because that might upset them. I won't say this because I don't want to. It's like, but what would they think? I shouldn't wear that. It's like this. Everything that you thought is about them. It has to lead back to them. What do they think? What do they feel? What are they going to do? What are they experiencing? I don't want to do. It's becoming obsessive, like it said. And it doesn't have to be with every decision, but it's with a lot of decisions to the point where it's like they're always in your brain. And that can lead to you needing to hydrate yourself, focus on yourself, creating that for yourself, right? And so just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. And that's also where I'm feeling this weight with the safe travels, is you don't know what you should do. Right? You feel like I have this energy of being able to germinate, create. All this life is pushing me towards the heavens, toward my higher self, towards new beginnings, this growth. I'm going to be able to overcome obstacles. But it's always like somebody's like, girl, when that's over, it's like, yeah, but it's not over. I'm going through it. So what do? I'm going through it. Like, help me while I'm going through it. Like, I know it'll be great once I'm out of it, but I'm in it. And that's kind of how you feel. It's like, I'm in it right now. I'm in it in this moment in time. I'm feeling it. It's getting towards me. I don't know what to do. All of it. So it's just a means of I need to release the past, because I'm making decisions based off the past and not where I am. Not the environment that's fertile, that's powerful, that's protected, that's assured of itself. Let me start making decisions based off of that. Okay? Woo! It says on the horoscope chart, it shows us what we are likely to become obsessed with. What will probably do us little or no good. Okay? If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. Right? And that's the definition of insanity, is doing the same thing and expecting a difference. That's why I said you usually do this when you want to grow or when you're expanding, but this is new, this is different, this is a little odd. It has to be. Because like I said, you've been in this cycle for lifetimes. But you need to do something different to get out of it, to create that new life. And it needs to be a dynamic of realizing I can travel safely no matter where I go, whether that's up to the heavens, whether that's over here, or down to earth, whatever it is, I can travel there because I'm protected the same way that nature reaches up to the heavens while it's still being rooted. It doesn't lose itself. It's still itself, but expansive. It's bigger. Okay? Let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead. I've been wanting, it's so crazy. I will still talk to y'all like y'all can hear me. What's so crazy is I wanted to use, because I got a new deck, and I was like, okay, I want to use my new deck, so hopefully I can incorporate it. And I was like, I'm going to try to figure out a way. And that's where it's like, I'm trying to force it. And I was like, okay. So I was like, but I hope I can incorporate it today. And just with all this information of it being a past relationship, a cycle, things of that sort, I get to use my new deck. Because now I get to find out, maybe what is the intentions of this person, right? What is going on? What are they maybe thinking? What is going on? What's the intentions of this relationship, right? So let's go ahead and get that spirit. What is the intentions of this person that they're 46 is in a relationship with? What's the intentions of the person 46? Some of you, I'm hearing, may not be in contact with this person, and that's why some of you are having obsessive thoughts about them. Yeah. It's like you, like I said, should I do this? No, because they won't like that. Should I do this? No, I won't like. And it's like you're thinking about them to the point where it's like you are extending yourself towards them so much that for some of you, like, so, it's like that. It's like, let me go ahead and do this. It's like you want them back in your life. You want them here. And the reason why I'm saying that is because for some of you, like I said, you may no longer talk to this person. You may no longer be as connected with this person. You may no longer be around this person. What it is, well, we got reconnection. Right? It says, I know it's been a while, but I miss you being in my life. And then letting me know, that's why, because I asked, what is the energy of the person for 46? You are 46. If you don't know, that's what I do. That's how I have to call you out, because I wish I can call you out by name. That's the energy. They keep telling me, this is their energy. We'll get to theirs later. Well, this is their energy. We'll get to theirs later. It's like they're literally telling me, like, they're already too obsessive with them. Let them figure themselves out first. And that's also what the book said as well, is that the problem in itself could also be you. You know what I mean? It said, well, because I want to read it verbatim as much as possible, okay? It said, it suggests that someone, you even, needs to be released, right? And so you need to release yourself so check it. You need to release yourself from this thought, from their energy, from this. But this reconnection is, I know it's been a while, but I miss you being in my life. And you are creating a new life. Like it said, you may just miss something that you're familiar with because you're comfortable. And just because it's safe and easy, like the card said, doesn't mean it's what you should be doing. Because how is it safe and easy when it's suffocating you? When you feel like you can't live, and be expansive. And especially with this Saturn card coming up with karmic path, Saturn gonna make sure you recognize and know, or it's gonna be struggle after struggle. And with the 46 card coming in, they're saying it's gonna be success. You're gonna get over these obstacles, but are you going to drive I'm hearing, are you going to drive the 4-wheeler with the actual tire tracks, the actual tracks to go up the mountain and stuff like that, and it's the perfect equipment, and you got extra water in the back and this? Or are you going to try to get up there with that doom buggy that you just had to replace the battery, and it was created in like 2005. They keep doing the thumbs up. My bad. I'm forgetting it. I need to disable that, but I'm not tech savvy, so we'll figure that out later. Moving forward, moving on. Recognizing like, I can't get up this car. It's struggling. You're trying to get over mountains and hills and valleys and stuff. And something that isn't equipped because you're trying to hold on to it. I love it though. It's my baby. I remember when I used to smoke in it back, and that's how I got that cinch mark. It's like, okay, that's great. Memories are powerful because it allows you to recreate something that either gives you the same feeling or to move and to navigate in a way that is more sufficient for you. So are you going to do the 4-wheeler that has the actual mud tracks or whatever you call them? I don't got a car. I don't know about cars. They all look the same to me. Okay, they got 4 wheels and windows and things of that sort. So it's the sense, but we know the difference of, do you got snow tracks on your car, or are you going to be slipping and sliding on the ice? That's essentially what's going on. Are you prepared, or are you going to stay, I don't feel like getting, I love the way, it's the comfortability can lead you to your own demise. And they want you to have supreme success. So don't let the past hold you back. And I'm also saying that it's because you're using your energy so much, you got empathy as well. It says, I will provide emotional support and always try to understand you. You should absolutely do that. But Spirit is saying you're not even doing that with yourself. You're checking in with other people before you check in with yourself. Right? And I haven't done a check-in with a while, but they're just like, do it. And I was like, okay, I was just going to do, a little earth and fire reading. And then they said no. Because it's a sense of you giving everything of trying to understand this person, give this person grace. Like, okay, what's going on? Let's figure it out. I miss you in my life. I'll give you a gift. There is something I'd like you to have. I want to give you a gift. I want to give you stuff. I want to show you. It's like you're trying to keep yourself here. So you're trying to appease a person. So you become obsessed with how to appease them, that you lose how to appease yourself. How to care about yourself. Let me give you this. Let me set this up for them, and maybe I'll get this to them. No, maybe I'll get this. Because maybe I wasn't understanding enough. Let me go ahead and do it. It's like you're trying to change and maneuver your life to go in a direction that you truly shouldn't be going in. And in all honesty, deep down, you don't want to go in. Okay? All right. Almost final 2 cards for you, but mainly your energy final 2 cards for you is honesty and growth, right? Which is definitely what's needed, especially, what the baby said, especially when you have to let go of the past. You have to realize and be honest of the decisions that you did make, the choices that you did have, right? And sometimes when people look back and they realize, damn, I was holding on to a situation too long. I was in a situation for too long, around this person too long. It can lead to shame, guilt, doubt, and almost envy and bitterness, right? Because you have this information now, this energy now, this understanding now, but you're blaming yourself for when you didn't. when you didn't realize, right? It's like when you're like, hey, I don't like that. Somebody's like, oh, sorry, I didn't know. But mad in it. It's like they're trying to inflict this. Like, hey, you didn't know. Why are you punishing for yourself for the unknown? Now, if you fuck up when you did know, that may be a different situation, but you still shouldn't be giving yourself shame, hurt, any of those recourse, because it then leads to you having a fear of your own voice, your own power, and what you can do. Right? And that's when you start becoming excessive with other people. I'm like, maybe they know more. And this happened in my life because when I needed them, they did this, and this happened. But you have to be honest. You have to be willing to grow. It says, honesty. I will be truthful and transparent in all interactions, even when it may be difficult. Right? I believe it's, let me go ahead and put, you know me, I like to cross-reference, because if you don't know, you know now. But cross-referencing is a beautiful thing, especially when you're doing readings. Pull it over here, helps. But it reminds me of, I'm going to pull it up. Here it is. Al-Shabora, right? And his positive aspect is a cruel truth is better than the sweetest lie. Because it has to be. And what may feel like cruelty and things of that sort is honestly just your body just kind of maybe just getting adjusted to what you now know, what you now understand, right? And if you are, Pashas Ifa, it is the region Orisha Ishango. Or Shango, depending on what you say, where you are, what region. But if you do practice that, that is the region Orisha. But the curly stew will have to be the sweetest lie, because when you're realizing that, when you're, maybe an ex. And the only reason I'm saying this because I remember I told my ex, it was like when you, I saved it only because it was so good. I ate this message so good. But let me go ahead and pull it up. It's small. Oh. The lies you tell are your own belief system in your life, right? Then I put one that puts on a show for the world can act. One that puts on a show for their loves is a liar. One that puts on a show for themselves is hurt, right? So it's a sense of realizing, who am I putting on a show for? Why am I acting like this for? What am I trying to do? Because when you're doing stuff for other people, you literally have to put on a show. You literally have to act. You're not reacting in a sense of what am I truly want to do. So you have to be honest, and it may be difficult, like I said, to do that reflection of the choices you made, or how long you stayed somewhere, or this realization that I have empathy for them, but they don't have empathy for me, right? I miss them in my life, but they don't miss me, and the only way to possibly get them back is to give them something. And that doesn't even have to be something physical. It can be like, let me give them more time, let me give them more energy, let me drain them even more so they can suffocate me. Right? And that comes with the growth card. I see something inside of you I admire, and I would like to learn from you. Like I said, when you lie to yourself, want to put on a show for yourself, you might just be hurt. And like I said, if this is a karmic lesson, something that you have been in a karmic relationship, you need to learn something. Why are you so attached? Why are you so attracted? Why are you so obsessed? Why are you so involved? So eager? It's something within them possibly that you feel like you need. Like I said, you have everything that you already need to create. You have everything that you need to create, down to the nature spirit, down to the protection with the safe travel, right? You have everything, even down to the information, because it's a karmic mat. You already know what they have, and that's why you're leaning towards them. I like them in my life because of this. They do this for me. Are you able to get that to yourself? Now, spirit is funny. We could come back to that later. Now, for them, what we got is gaslight and dishonesty. Right? Now, we're going to read the destiny of gaslight because people be getting confused. So, gaslight, I will deliberately manipulate your perception of reality until you are doubting your own experiences. Which is why you miss them, which is why I say you always feel like you got to check in with them, or you questioning, or you used to do this and they used to have this, and where it was like you're holding on to it because your perception of reality feels like you can't trust yourself to make the decisions, or you're sitting in the middle of the road. And then with the dishonesty, it says, I will withhold information from you for my benefit. Right? Which is why you need to go into yourself, why you need to reflect on the past, why you need to push even more life and breath into yourself and expansion. Because just because somebody won't tell you something doesn't mean you can't get the information, you can't get the knowledge, or you can't move. Because when you trust in your intuition, you'll be like, something's off. I don't know what's off. Something's unfiltered. Like I said, when you unbalance in here, no matter if everything's balanced out here. But with this gaslighting and dishonesties, and you know that not only are they not telling you everything, maybe about how they feel, what they do or don't do, but they're also like, no, remember when you said that? No, remember when you did that? No, because I, it's like, remember? They keep trying to like, remember? It's like, no, I don't. That didn't happen. That's not how it worked. That's not. So it's this sense of that dishonesty. It's like they're withholding their information. Right? It's like when somebody trying to tell a story, but then they're leaving out bits and pieces that might conflict them to be seen in a different light. And I never got that, because it's like, if you're going to be seen in a different light, that means you don't want to hide, you're hiding your true character. But if you don't want that to be your true character, then just change in character instead of trying to change the story. You know? So taking that in. All right? And there may be somebody coming in, and I'm hearing that it's going to be your internal voice. That's why I said that those two cards are kind of your last cards, but not really. But for this, you got sage advice, right? And it may be somebody coming in. It could be me. Hey. But or it could be, I'm hearing it's going to be internal when you go in. You're going to hear it. So it says, I've been thinking about your situation, and I'd like to offer a fresh perspective. And you may need to go into nature. You may need to just sit out there and just realize and look at everything. Like I said, but you also want to go in. So that way you can communicate. Like I said, it could be talking to your ancestors, maybe even talking to your past self. But it's a means of getting that fresh perspective, especially since the gaslighting card is changing your perception on reality. So getting a fresh one, a new one, especially when, again, you are breaking cycles, going through obstacles, going through things of that sort, it's going to allow you to realize. It's like it's almost like an oxygen mask coming on. Like I'm been struggling with my own. I've been dealing with this and then somebody just comes in and is like, and you feel like you can breathe, you can live. And that's why I said, when you do not look back, don't be like, I should have stayed in this too long. I did this too long. You didn't have that fresh perspective. They were literally not giving you all the information. Right? So don't, blame yourself for another grown motherfucker's problems, issues, actions, reactions, because you can never control anybody. And even with them gaslighting you and being dishonest, they have to change your reality, which is changing your actions and reactions. They're still not even controlling you. You're just going off the information and you're acting and reacting off of that, which makes you feel like you miss a connection when honestly you're just missing what draining you in a sense, right? So let's go ahead and see if we can get some final messages for you. There we go. All right, Spirit, what final messages do you have for 46? You are stronger than you know. You are stronger than you know. Like I said, and it reminds me of the card that I created where it's like, I was talking to myself, we're not agreeing with it, but kind of not. But how does a motherfucker recognize your power and you don't? They're using it. And that's kind of the energy that it has. And not in a sense of like, it's like in a sense of there's a reason why they're not telling you everything. There's a reason why they're not telling you the truth. There's a reason why they're like, no, this happened, remember? No, this happened, remember? It's like they're trying to change a sense of reality to also protect their own character, protect their own means, do things of that sort. And it's like it says literally doubting your own experiences, withholding information from you for my benefit. So again, you're stronger than you know, but they're making you second guess your strength so that they can use it, so that they can take it on. But with this honesty and this growth coming in, you have to be honest about maybe how you feel around them, how they make you think about yourself after, things of that sort. And that comes with just being out in nature, meditating, realizing, reflecting, recognizing I can make choices, recognizing there are people that love you for free. Like I said, not only just your ancestors, Orishas, guides, angels, whomever, but it's a sense of I'm hearing you love yourself for free. That's the reason why you want to give your love so much. Why you want to prove that you can get this love. Prove your worth to people so that way they can experience the love. Right? But you have to love yourself right now. You have to not be trying to give everything to people. I got a gift for you. I got something. You have to love yourself for free. And that's why I said don't come with shame, doubt, bitterness, worry, any of that. Because when you love yourself for free, don't tax yourself with that weight of bullshit. I got to pay the price for this. You're becoming your own martyr to a story that you are cultivating and creating and learning from, growing from. Right? No matter, you live this life 1,000,001 times. Don't take it 1,000,001 times of the weight. Right? Ashe. But y'all, there's more to this. Dig deeper. Yes, go into self. Go into self. We also got 888 abundance coming in. It can be abundance financially for monetary gains, abundance in a different friend group, abundance in more love, abundance in peace of mind, abundance in peace in body. Abundance, it can be anything, but it's the abundance flowing in. And what adds that extra nourishment? Water. Again, nourish yourself, that flow of water coming into the ground or on top of the little napkin like we talked about earlier while it's germinating. Just a little bit of droplets of water just flowing in gently, pressing itself towards the heavens, because that is what's happening. 888 again is also about infinite possibilities, infinite beginnings, infinite middles, infinite ends. It is about infinite. Nothing is impossible, right? Ooh, shit. We got devil genitals, and it'll break your heart. It could be somebody that you're in sexual relations with, right? Or somebody it doesn't also have to be them, but with this devil genitals, it could be for some of you. Some of you are in, like I said, talk to this person you want to. Some of you are in a sexual relationship, things of that sort. But whatever it is suffocating you. It's look at that. The flip card, honor your boundaries, because it is needed. Look, on the other side, new direction needed. You have to honor yourself. Because like I said, you're with yourself. No matter if they gaslighting you or not, you're still decided to make those actions and decisions based off of the information that they're giving and not giving, saying and not saying, doing and not doing. So it's a sense of realizing with this abundance flowing in, and I'm stronger than I know, and I'm going to have supreme success, somebody must be saying some bullshit in my ear. Somebody must be trying to make me remember some shit that ain't it. And I don't like that. Right? Definitely. We got feelings do not equate facts. Do not equate facts. And that's also why the empathy card came out for you. I'm trying to be understanding. Maybe I'm not hearing them enough. Maybe I'm not understanding them enough. I'm not giving them enough. You are. But they're gaslighting you enough to make you feel like their feelings are the actual thing that happened. It's the actual reality of the situation. It's actually what's going on. But it isn't. And that's also why they're being dishonest, because they're leaving out parts of the story, leaving out parts of the moment where maybe they did something or said something that may make you look at them differently, may make you feel differently about them. Right? So that's why there's more to this, dig deeper. And it will break your heart. But sometimes, baby, there needs to come a demolition crew in that bitch so you can start the fuck over with that new life, with that new Ankh, especially with the Saturn return coming in. This card was going to come out, but we got daddy issues and Casper the scared ass ghost. So it could be the way that you're acting this way is because of possible issues that you had with your father or a father figure. All right, no matter what that is, abandonment, neglect, distrust, whatever it is, they always push me, so whatever it is, but it's a means of how you're so obsessive now could be because of the root of those issues. And it's making you scared to move. Like I said, you don't want to move, but you're suffocating. And it literally said a ghost, which is, you gotta be dead to be a ghost. So we're getting the information that it could be suffocating, could be toxic, but you have this nourishing ground, this powerful ground. You're reaching towards the heavens. You have all this energy, nature spirits, but you're feeling like you're stuck. Where the fuck is my shit going? Let me call that back. And you definitely do, because you got pregnancy and you need an orgasm. Like I said, some of you can be pregnant, or it can be, like I said, a creation of business, an opening of something, whatever it is, but it's this means of that came out. It like literally top of this deck. I was not even using it, obviously, but it flipped out. So we got pregnancy and you need an orgasm. And I always like to say, especially since people are like asexual, they don't get stimulant down there or in any sort of way in that sense, sexual, whatever it may be. It doesn't even have to be, just you're not in the mood, you don't want to come into that energy of that. An orgasm doesn't always have to be sexual, especially coming from a water sign. Sacral energy, it is being more about a sensual being, your pleasures, what gives you joy, what gives you that creativity, that spark that makes you feel happy, that makes you feel alleviated, that makes you feel at peace, that gives you that post-nut clarity in a sense. Where is that? So again, it doesn't always have to be that. I always like to say, like, because people are like, I don't want to do, you don't have to. That's why it's your spiritual journey, your spiritual path, what you need to do. If it is that you need that, go ahead and do that. If you don't want to be involved in that, go ahead and find, what you can do with yourself or with some toy. Whatever it is, make me. But taking that in, we also got pregnancy. Again, if something coming, you could already be pregnant. You could be about to give birth. Why I said you can already be pregnant, like you kind of in the germination of it all. Like, whatever it is, whatever it may mean. But with this coming in, and this coming in, is letting you know that you need to welcome this new thing with joy, with happiness, with peace, with relaxation, with excitement, with wanting more, is what I'm hearing. You're going to want more. And that's why they want you to have that. They want you to have that experience, because with this coming in, recognizing that you're stronger, going deeper, that somebody's making their feelings the facts, and they're not being real, it's in all honesty. And I am thinking and knowing that you're going to realize that, because like I said, this card just flipped out. We got apology. Right? And this is for you, not for you, but just listen. It says, I'm still not over what happened and would appreciate an apology. Right? Like I said, it's something where I wasn't understanding enough. Maybe I got to be more emotionally supportive, give more of my energy, give more of my time. And somebody's not even telling you the truth. They're not even being real. Right? So it's like, I'm still not over what happened and would appreciate an apology. Because the way that you make me feel, the way that you acted or reacted with me, in a sense, was like, I didn't deserve that. I didn't deserve that. Right? And they know that. And they understand that. But they're hoping that you don't. Because again, they're using everything about you and things of that sort for your benefit. For their benefit. So, taking this in with the apology and cast for the scared ass ghost. Don't be scared. You're stronger than you know, and they know that. But they're hoping that you don't recognize that. Right? It's always like, just because you know your partner doesn't, just because you know your partner, just because you know the other team, right, doesn't mean you should ever underestimate them, right? They always say that in the game movies, like, just because you know, you should still play. Even if they this and that, still play. Hard. Focus. Drive. Because just because you feel like, you don't underestimate people. And I feel like that's what they're doing, is they're underestimating you in all types of ways. So it's in a sense of, don't allow them to underestimate you. This is irritating me. Don't allow them to underestimate you or take your energy. And now that you know, be like, yeah, I am demanding more. I am wanting more. Apologize. Apologize. And we also have take a hike. It's your final card. Take a hike. Safe space just popped out. These cards keep popping out. It says, I need a secure place to open up. So maybe being out in nature, just talking to maybe somebody. I'm hearing somebody that can't respond back. Because especially with all this energy, if you always looking for an outsideness, and that can also be the daddy issues, you always looking for an outside reassurance, an outside different perspective, whatever it is, it's like, maybe you need to just take a hike, go out in nature. You have your own energy, your own safe space, and you being a little bit more in tune and in touch with that. Taking a reflection. I need a secure place to open up. And especially with it saying expansion in the 46, expansion in the nature energy, new life, Saturn energy with the karmic path. That is also, Saturn is about expansion, which is why that growth, that uncomfortability comes in. It's like a second puberty. It's like you're growing again. So with those cards coming in, take a hike and safe space, maybe you need to go somewhere different. Experience something new. Take a moment, take a breath, take a breather. Right? So with that information coming in, we're going to go ahead and get those affirmations out. Okay? See, leave you with some endless possibilities. I'm going to read this just because it's at the bottom. It says, the possibilities of my life are endless, and this thought invigorates me. It says, though we ceaselessly plan ahead, anything and everything good can happen tomorrow. I can choose any path I want to be able to achieve my dreams. Ashe! Look at that. And it looks like an 8. And you guys got 888. Abundance is flowing in. Absolutely. In this possibilities, like I said, that expansion. When you see the expansion, it's like, oh, I thought that was the only way to do it. There's more than one way to flip a bottle. There's more than one way to flip a bottle, and it makes them silly. Imagine what can happen with your dreams, your energy, your power, your grace, your... And it's not saying to lose these things. It's saying lose this fucker. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be real, okay? Because there's endless possibilities that are happening for you. So don't choose the same karmic path. Don't choose the same karmic cycle. That's not needed, okay? Once again, possibilities of my life are endless, and this thought invigorates me. Though we ceaselessly plan ahead, anything can happen. Anything and everything good can happen tomorrow. I choose any path I want to be able to achieve my dreams. And I think when I start doing this, because I usually do it at the end of every reading, is this. I think I'm going to also start putting them at the bottom in the description, because I know my Minnesota accent be getting y'all, so I'm sorry. So I'll go ahead and make sure I also start putting those at the bottom, so that way if you want to just copy and paste or read it, you're able to do that, okay? But let's go ahead. Look at that. It just keeps coming out. We're going to go ahead and get a final affirmation for 46, okay? We got best version. Best version, okay? It says, every day I'm growing into my full potential. Therefore, I'm becoming more eccentrically valuable to the world. So I will walk with arms wide to receive the challenges coming my way. At this moment, I'm the best version of myself, and tomorrow I'll be even better. But be even better. And that's what 46 said. It's the perfect ground. Like, you may have some but you are like yo. That's why pregnancy full term for you, okay? So again, respiration. Every day I'm growing into my full potential. Therefore, I'm becoming more eccentrically valuable to the world. So I will walk with arms wide to receive the challenges coming my way. At this moment, I'm the best version of myself, and tomorrow I'll be even better. And yes, and that is so true. So thank you so much, 46, for listening and taking what you needed and resonated in. Let me know in the comments down below how it resonated with you. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And yeah, see you next time.